And we're live. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. Episode 10 of the Harmony D&D stream. It's actually like episode 11, week 12, but semantics. We skipped a week. So, hey, look, it's The Waves. Finally tuning in for an episode. We won't harp on that too much. We got things to do. How's everybody been?
Sleepy.
Good.
I can't lift up my wiener right now, but if I could lift up my wiener, I would show my wiener. But because I don't want her to wake her up, we'll just say that my wiener is in my lap.
Awesome. Alright, legit.
Yeah.
I bet you've had a really interesting and fun week in the world of video gaming. Yes or no?
No.
Oh.
I did a whole lot of work, followed by more work, and then...
And your cam died. Nope, it's back.
Did it die? Oh, alright.
It's-
I shaved, so it's probably pissed at me.
Yeah, that's what it is. It
I
can't
have no
focus.
mohawk, I'm wearing a normal t-shirt, no hot dogs. I don't even have like a hat nearby. It's so mad at me right now. The lighting is crazy because my dog ripped half of my lens cover for the lampshade.
Awesome.
No, all I did is work, and then when I was done working, I came home and did more work. But tomorrow's the last day of crazy work, and
Yay.
then I get to sleep a lot. That's a lie. I'll be moving.
Double
But
yay.
after I move, I'm gonna take a nap. It's gonna be great. So, out there in Videoland, I'm actually still working, and I'm almost done.
Yep.
So luckily, Bex is unconscious because I have to.
Yep. You're going to join Bex in that state of unconsciousness for a prolonged period of time.
I'll still be here because it's just regurgitating things, but I have to finish it.
All right.
Sorry, world, for not staring lovingly into my camera. That's all I
Ignore the
got.
waves. He's a professional troll.
Yeah.
Dan, how's the week been? What's been going on? How's Metal Gear going?
It's going good. I've progressed like 5% in the last week.
That's barely an exaggeration.
Yep. Other than that, playing League, doing really good actually.
Yeah, we've had
Winning 70% of the time.
more like 50% with me, but
That's because I have one more person I actually have to carry. No.
and Bex is gone. Goodbye. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
League's been kind of weird for us the last few days, but there's like every time we play, there's like at least one mirror match in every lane or in a lane,
It is kind of odd.
and the overabundance of veins has kind of been annoying lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like everybody decided to play Vayne at the same time.
Yep. Anything else in there? Video? I can't remember.
No?
No.
Nope, I don't think so.
Just lots of Metal Gear, stealthing around. Hopefully Bex makes it back. Anyway, Jeremy, how have you been this week? What's been going on in your world?
I reinstalled Rocket League.
We had
And I played probably about 4 games since I installed it. I'm waiting. The only reason I installed it again is because I got bored. There's nothing to play right now. Well, nothing to. I don't have the money to actually go and spend on other games right now, but I'm gonna be waiting for Overwatch and whatnot. But anyways, besides
play.
that, I have mastered. I have 3 more gods to master in Smite now. 3 more.
How many are they up to total playable? Like 60 some or something like that?
There's, I don't remember how many gods.
Anyway, it's a lot.
gods
That's a lot.
are there in Smite? Uh, 69.
69. I knew it was like 50 some at launch, and it's been a while since I played, and I had about one every month or so, every couple months. So I knew it had to be somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
Nice.
69.
That's a pretty cool accomplishment, really.
Yeah.
They just
Up-
added the mastery system, which is kind of similar to League, to the same system for Smite. I'm not. I don't even think I have one champion mastered yet, but it's pretty new, and I don't play a whole lot.
Uh, so I mean, like, you can only play ranked once you master. I think it's like 30 gods. You have to have
Oh
30
wow!
gods mastered before you can actually join a ranked queue.
I think they changed that.
Here in well, in Smite, no,
Really? I thought it used to just be. Yeah, I don't remember.
no,
Anyway.
it's 30 now. It's 30, and then it's like you have to get qualified. Depends on how you get qualified. It's what rank you're actually.
Right,
You can
right,
just so much that like you can only get up to silver.
right. In your promos.
Yeah. So that's
Cool.
where I'm at silver. I'm at silver 3 going in. Well, no, silver 4 going into 3.
Is Bex? It's weird. It's like he hasn't dropped the call. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm just trying
You're
to figure out
talking
what's going
about
on.
mixed. Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
My camera keeps turning off and on. I
He's
don't
back.
know why.
Sorry about
What else? What else? I have been getting out. I watched a couple of TwitchCon streams. I've been getting a little bits of bites of information that I want to know that I've been trying to incorporate with my stream, and I'm almost in that time to actually get ready to do so.
that. I've heard this before.
Yeah.
You can just do it.
I want to
Just
do it, but I want my stream to look good and actually be, productive with what I want to do. Because I'm wanting to get some sponsors in. I want to get because I've already got one sponsor. You guys heard about him last week, so still working on it. A couple others before I actually go start.
Nice. Cool. All right, Stephanie. It's been what?
This week's
7?
sponsor is Slim Chickens.
Slim Chickens?
Yes.
It's a little blurry.
Chicken and waffles for you. No,
Nice.
not a sponsor. All right, go ahead.
It's been about, I'm probably getting the year wrong. I'm going to say 17 years ago this month that we met.
November 1st, 1998.
That's when we started dating.
Oh, it was when we started dating. Yes.
We met
so,
basically right around this week sometime.
Yeah. 1998, though.
Yep.
God, I feel old.
When were you born, dear?
I was born in '91.
So, Damien was 15 and I was 16. This is going to be the whole story, guys, because this is the anniversary
Abbreviated
week. You're going to have to deal with
version.
it.
You got 10
Um,
minutes.
I was 16, but I still didn't have my driver's license. I still had my learner's permit. So I was driving around Mom's minivan. That has nothing to do with the story.
Nope.
But the Nazarene church in town got wind of this newfangled thing that Christian churches were doing called hell houses. And if you've never heard of it, it is basically a church version of a haunted house. And instead of, hauntings or scary things, they took you around
Oh, they were trying to
usually
scare you.
real life situations. And what they say, Damien, places where you think you're in control, but you're not.
Sure. I remember.
Anyway. So, from my perspective, Damien and I didn't see each other, didn't know each other when we were first sitting there waiting for, our assignments to know what part of the haunted house we were going to be in. And we're just going to call it haunted house from here on out. And,
Kind of like
The-
I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The preacher of the church came up to me and he said, "Well, I'd like you to do the date scene." And he gave me a rundown of what the date scene was. And he says, "Would you feel comfortable with that?" And I was a very self-conscious person. I've always, since 10 or so, I've been a plus-size girl. So I was always self-conscious, never had a boyfriend, never had my first kiss yet, none of that stuff. So very tentatively I said, "Sure, but I don't want to know the person that I'm in the scene with," because I'm thinking in my mind, if it's somebody that I went to school with, I wouldn't be able to face them on a daily basis. Because this was the date scene, we were going to play a couple. So he says, okay, he goes out and finds Damien. I don't know Damien's side of this part, but he eventually came back to me and said, "What about that boy over there?" And from across the parking lot, I thought, yeah, sure. That sounds fine.
From a distance, I wasn't repulsive.
It sounds oddly creepy. Like,
Oh no,
the
it's totally
matchmaking
creepy.
Preacher.
Yeah.
No, but you know who it was? It was Pastor Tony from the Nazarene Church. So if you know Pastor Tony, you know exactly how creepy it is.
Garland.
Anyway. Yeah, he might have conversed with Garland, but it was Pastor Tony. Anyway. So we meet up. We're told what our story is. And we are talking about ideas for what we want to do. So the premise is we're on a date. And during the date, he pressures me into having sex with him.
Yeah. Oh no.
And
That's
then
wrong.
we freeze,
Don't do that.
like right before we start to kiss, and then the group goes to the next scene, which happened to be an abortion scene. Remember, this was scaring people into Christianity, folk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, not something I actually condone, but yeah, now sure. Oh, that's a fabulous picture. That's exactly what I looked like. Anyway, so Damien had access to a TV and a tape player, VHS guys, and
I was good
rented-
friends with the video store people, so they just let me borrow some stuff.
Yeah, so he got the 2-tape version of Titanic because it was so big it couldn't fit on one VHS.
2 tapes.
And that was the week it was premiered for at-home viewing. So before that, you were only allowed to see it in the theaters, and it had been 6 months since it had been in theaters. And someone found a couch, and so that was all that was in this big room. It was probably, a 15 by 15 room, a couch, a TV on a stand, a VHS player, and us. And so
For a
we
week.
watched, we watched Titanic together on that couch for a week, taking breaks every 10 minutes or so to act out this scene. And how did you do it, Damien? Do you remember?
Do what?
Your lines.
I don't know.
So wait.
I
Wait,
totally don't remember my lines. That's
I got to pause right there. So what happened during the infamous scene of "Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls" in a church setting?
You know what? That is a really funny story.
I don't
Because we
remember.
just let the tape play, and we figured, that there was... I couldn't remember any bad parts of the movie when we first started watching it. And
She
it
wasn't
was,
paying
what,
attention to the movie.
night 2?
Yeah.
I think it was night 2 that scene actually played. Not the including the "Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls," but also the whole steamy window, hand against a window and drag down. And then we decided to stick with tape 2 for the rest of the week.
Sure.
I
don't remember.
we watched the drowning part of the scene for the rest of the week.
Yep. The sad part.
And on Wednesday, I know it was Wednesday, which would have been if November 1st was Sunday, so 31st was Saturday, so we're talking about like the 26th, I think, 25th or 27th.
Oh my god.
Anyway, on Wednesday, we're doing our scene, and he says his lines, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. He's like, but come on, we should have sex. Nobody's home. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And then finally I give in, and he leans in for the kiss, and we freeze like we always do, like face to face, like an inch away. Our mouths are apart. And
Mouth wide open, because
the tour guide says, and Damien doesn't remember a word of this. The tour guide said, let me show you what happens to little girls when little boys play with them. And he's going to take them to the abortion scene.
this story gets worse with age.
And I died with laughter. And I couldn't break the scene, so I leaned up against him and we kissed. And as soon as they walked away, they left the door wide open, so I had to get up and go close the door. And I asked him, did you hear what he said? And he's like, no.
I was too busy being a professional actor.
Right. And that was the first of many different kisses.
And yeah.
And that was a Wednesday.
And I called you up Sunday and asked you if you wanted to go out. Let's wrap it up.
Yes. Called me Sunday and asked me if we wanted to
Andrea
go out.
can get the more full version of the story at a later time.
Yeah, because after that, the roofies come in and all sorts
Well,
of other-
the roofies were already there. I just didn't use a strong enough dosage before then.
I told you I've been a big girl for quite a while now.
I
My
did.
tolerance is
dial
up.
in the dosage.
Yep, I had to figure out the exact amount. Anyway, I think we should probably skip the what did you know about unless someone's got a good one.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Anybody? Going once, going twice.
Don't like strawberries.
Don't like strawberries. Got it.
Don't like strawberries.
All right. So last week, you guys had a couple of different super hairy encounters. Bad things happened. Thomas nearly died twice. Bex nearly died. There's Thomas and Bex are still unconscious, and you guys decided. Good luck, have fun. Thanks, Nate. See you, man. The waves. You guys decided to move the bodies upstairs into the hiding room.
The bodies?
Well, the
Just a little
resting,
foreshadowing.
the resting corpses. That's not gonna work. I gotta be on the right screen to ping. To over here. I don't know if ping doesn't show up on that map. Awesome. Anyway, and it's maybe a half hour later. You guys have still unconscious Bex and Thomas, and Tyrnell wants to what? What's going on? Tyrnell's ready to explore a little bit while everyone's still
searching and looking around. Gonna make sure that he's gonna be scouting is what he's doing. Scouting, making sure that there's not anything that's gonna be attacking, or coming to attack. Matter of fact, the scare orc that he made earlier is standing right there at the door. So.
And you can reclose that door if you want.
Yeah, well, he's going. Tyrnell also goes down there just to kind of make sure, he's looking around down there, making sure nothing's headed their way up. Also, Tyrnell, after he's made a couple of rounds, he feels like it's safe. He's gonna go outside and he's gonna be hunting, support some provisions there for the guys down there, and also for the barbarian as well.
So when you say you go downstairs, I guess that's the important part. You're just going down to the bottom of the stairs and doing a listens check, basically, or you're going to actively go in rooms? Okay.
Tyrnell will also kind of make sure, he's definitely going to come around this corner right here and look down and see what he sees.
All right, give me a stealth check and a perception check.
A stealth and a perception. Alright. Give me that here now. And boom. And alright, stealth. We go with that. I can't even see what I rolled.
20.
20 out of
Nice.
15. Alright, nice. And then you said perception. I see all. No, I don't.
The power of good vibes did not work for you. So yeah, perception, you see, you know, there's another hallway, and then it branches back to north, and there's a door there.
Could I just come around this corner here and also see what's there?
Alright. Same stealth check's good. And
Okay.
it's another similar doorway.
Yeah. That's
Both
as
sealed
far as
solid.
Tyrnell's gonna go.
Okay.
I believe I have some sort of I've got some stuff. Should I make like a well, it wouldn't even matter because everything else just seems to be floating in spiritual form, so fuck that. Well go Tyrnell's going back up and he's also gonna go hunt.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and make a survival check for that. For how long do you stay out to hunt?
I believe probably an hour
Alright,
at the very most.
they'll be awake by the time you get back.
Yeah. So, wait, I wrote stealth. Whoops, survival. Damn it.
That's a better roll.
Damn.
You're unsuccessful. It's kind of a rough area to hunt in, you know, up in the mountains. You're basically hoping to find like a goat or a small, some kind of small animal. And are unfortunately unable to. Within the time, if you'd had more time, you probably would have been alright, but you didn't want to be gone too long. So you get back. Thomas is basically just stirring, and Bex is also. Thomas is just stirring. Bex is still kind of out of it.
Hey guys.
yeah.
So I don't actually catch anything, is what you were saying?
Correct.
Not even birds?
No, there just
Like
wasn't
shoot
any
them.
good opportunities. You know that you saw birds, but you know they're a mile in the air.
Alright. Yeah. Hey guys. Sorry I wasn't able to get any provisions or foods right now. Area seems to be famished.
Very sparse, for sure.
Yes.
So am I awake? You
Yeah,
said
you're stirring. Bex is still out of it for a little longer. He's not. His con's a little lower. It takes him a little longer to recuperate.
So as
Or is it? That might not be
as I
true.
wake up,
My
feel
my
as
con's
if-
pretty baller.
Yeah, I just realized that's probably not true. But that's anyway. You're still out of it. Sorry.
I don't like fire as much.
All right, Dan's.
yep, I'm going to. I'm just going to start healing everybody in sight, mainly me. All right, there we go.
Use up all your remaining spell slots, basically.
Well, I had them all. I haven't cast anything at all today.
Oh, okay.
We took a long rest. We went downstairs and I died. I
Um,
didn't even get a turn. We opened the door and I was dead.
Didn't we
Sure.
determine that you couldn't have more than 5 hit points until your long rest was over? The next long rest was over?
No. Because we long rested after that encounter.
Yeah,
Oh.
we,
that already happened.
Alright.
we went to bed and then got blown up. That was our day.
So 18, 31, 42?
42, yeah. 43, because I already had one.
Right.
That's
Now
all
you're
my
probably
hit
feeling better than me.
Puts me up to max hit points. That was perfect. And then I will.
That'll never happen again.
I get 3 second level spells. So these are all going to be second levels.
Yep, so double D8s.
Yeah. And then I'll roll 3 d8s.
23, actually, yeah, 23,
Holy fuck. That's
33 plus 12 is 45. That puts him at max still.
Yep, there we go.
So it leaves you with like 2/3 in your cantrips.
Yep.
Okay. And Bex, you suddenly feel like a brand new person.
Sweet. That's exactly
Oh, and I
what
guess
want
since
to hear.
we didn't really eat breakfast at all, did we?
No.
No.
Eh,
Food
probably
is
not.
for the week. All right. Oh, I'm done with the email. I just hit send, so it's convenient timing.
There we go.
We could do we can eat our rations.
Yeah.
Stuff, you know.
I know at least
Yeah,
some
we
of you
still have
have
rations.
rations.
I got us covered. I created food and water.
Boom.
45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water in the ground in front of us.
Nice.
Okay.
Create food and water. That's a nice skill to have.
If only it could create alcohol, right? No?
I can make my own alcohol. Dan's is probably all light beer. Thomas, excuse me.
So,
All right.
you guys look better than I feel now that you've healed a little bit.
Hey, I'm good to go. I'm actually fully rested. My God sustains me.
Well,
I feel great.
I do want to let you guys know I did go down there again just to find out if there was anything there. I did find 2 rooms, but I never did go in them.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I just wanted to make sure we were all safe down below there. Also, didn't want to set off anything. I just wanted to make sure nothing was coming up to come and get us or anything like that.
You know, something's creating all these things that are in here.
Has anyone checked on the horses?
I did.
No,
I
I've
did.
been keeping
they're
up on
dead.
you guys.
I went and checked on the horses when I went out there to go hunt. They seem to be fine. I did give them some food from their rest.
I didn't actually care
Okay.
about the horses. It's what's attached to the horses.
Oh, I really didn't care about
The brewery really is what matters.
I didn't
Nice.
care about the shit. I just went and made sure the horses were
Alright.
fine.
Well, I trust you. Sort of.
Do we want to go out and check on the horses?
I actually went and checked on the horses. When I
You did
went
it.
Do we want to go out and check on the wagons?
No.
No, fuck the wagon. The
We
horses.
should probably go out and get on the wagons and leave this place.
Do you want to do that? We do have a job to do down there.
Hey,
Were
I've already
we
died
given a
twice.
timetable for this job?
What?
I-
The
I'd
advantage.
also
Were we
just
given
like
a
to point out
timetable?
that something created these creatures that are killing us. Something strong enough to create something and enslave it that can kill us is probably going to be no match.
I think it was the the that did that. But yes, I definitely agree.
As a self-employed company, we can choose when to die and when not to die now.
Well, you've already
What
done
do you guys do
that.
to this?
You've already done that twice now, as have I.
Did you just slam the door and run back upstairs?
Pretty much.
I did not slam doors. No.
Yeah.
Which,
I
as
know we opened the door. There were 2 of those flaming skulls, and then I was dead.
yeah.
Yes, those skulls have been taken care of. However, we still need to have you go and bless the room.
Didn't you say that statue talked?
Yes, that statue did talk to us.
There's a
Or to
talking
me.
statue down in there.
I'm not okay with that.
The statue
Yes.
is rather funny though.
Oh, but it's that. Isn't it that? I passed my religion check on this.
He was a saint.
Cumberbatch. What was his name?
Nope.
Cuthbert.
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 Was not Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, it was the statue of Cuthbert, and it said, what did it say? I wasn't there when it spoke.
Oh, fuck.
Various silly things, I'm sure.
That's kind of a weird thing for a saint to say.
It said something about the path is long and winding, or something like that.
Something about being straight and winding at the same time.
Yes,
Filled with flaming skulls.
straight and winding. The path, the correct path is straight and winding.
How long has it been since I fell down?
About an hour
Probably-
and a
About
half.
an hour?
All right, so this is probably not the greatest time to bring this up, but if it's been that long, those flame skulls down there are alive again. They reanimate themselves if you don't bless them with holy water within a very short period of time.
Well,
Out of character Vex is screaming EXP farm. In character, if we leave now, I could just weld this door shut so no one else comes back until we decide to come back.
but then how are we gonna open this door again?
We'll be strong enough to just, melt the door all the way.
We've got two different kinds of magic, right here and right here. Sure, they died, but but they came back.
Yeah.
Thunder and lightning. Oh, no.
I apologize for marrying that person.
I'm not a druid, Damien.
You've had 17 years to figure out you made a mistake and you haven't done it yet, so...
although-
No, we've only
multi-classing
been married
into
for like
a-
13 of them.
Eh.
That seems nice.
Multi-classing? Wait, what?
Multi-classing into a druid to get more lightning spells.
Ooh. I played a character that if he'd have thought of that would have done it.
I
Anyway.
can't leave until I'm level 12, because my whole warlock class is based on hitting level 12.
So, have you guys come to
Who
a
thinks
consensus?
we should leave? And are we coming back?
Where are
One
you
day.
going also?
I vote for leaving this dungeon of death.
It's a temple of knowledge. How can it be? Oh, no.
Well, we're kind of. I kind of feel like we're halfway there.
I feel like we need to finish. We need to finish the job. But if we weren't given a specific timetable on the job,
We
we
could
can
do it
leave and
later.
come back.
Are you living on a prayer?
That's exactly what I was referencing there.
Yes.
Whoa! We're halfway there. Whoa!
Alright, so,
Sorry, viewers. I'll edit this out on the VODs.
so one of the things we got to figure out how to
JK.
do is where to go next. Bex thinks really hard for longer than it should take, and then looks at Thomas and goes, "Hey, Reverend, preacher man, candle
Yep.
boy, it's any abandoned holy type sites just laying about this general area in that big old noggin of yours?"
Let's find out.
History or religion, either or. Same thing.
History.
Let's see.
As long as we can intimidate it, I'll be helpful.
You're looking for like another nearby temple or something? Is that what you mean?
Like abandoned holy sites or temples or like burial grounds from some lost religion that doesn't matter anymore.
I had all
Wait,
the
we're
proper
currently
documents up.
already in one. Why do we need to go to another one? What is your plan?
We are item acquisition experts now. And leaving
No,
leaving
we're
a
not
job
experts
without
yet. We
acquiring
haven't
an
really
item,
acquired those items.
hence why we need to go somewhere else to become an expert. Because if we go back into town empty-handed, this whole like career path thing is gonna suck.
So we go back to a different town and then come back.
That's why we just find somewhere else to go. Grave robbing is easy. Ish.
It's easy-ish,
And
right?
then Bex will begin to rattle off about this one
Anyway.
time in this one place where they were grave robbing and the zombies made it harder.
We
I am
can't.
against
can't even
grave
finish
robbing.
Our first job.
Against grave robbing,
Yes. As a dwarf, I am thoroughly against grave robbing.
Not tomb robbing. A proper stone structure to revere the dead is designed to be left in peace, but burying someone in dirt, that's like asking for it.
You guys passed
Oh, I
near
have hit points now. I forgot. Yay.
all of them, actually.
Yeah, I'm still at 0 on my chart.
You guys passed near a more or less shrine of Lucas, god of trickery and luck, also sometimes referred to as god of travel. So people making the trek to and from the mountains usually stop there to pay homage. So there's a chance somebody left some trinkets behind. If you want to tell him about it.
Yeah, I relay all that.
Okay.
Go for it.
Like, how far back was this? Are we
Uh,
just looking for a place? I guess this is what I'm asking. Are we just looking for a place, like, to rest and recover? Because it's early morning and we really haven't made any progress, but we're completely out of resources? Or are we, like, leaving, getting other artifacts, and then making the trip, like the 26-day trip back to town?
I'm all about the getting other artifacts and maybe going to a different town. Because I agree we need to finish this, but I'd like to finish it at a time when I walk in here, the skulls bow to me, not kill me.
Well, they don't actually have bodies.
Yeah, that would be impossible.
It's more semantics, Thomas.
They can nod.
Yeah. And short little Bex is just gonna like walk up to you and start doing hand gestures, like way up at you, and be like, "Now semantics. I know you don't understand that with your, this is the candle side and this is wrong, but let me talk to you about sarcasm.
They could brow to you.
They don't have skin.
All
The
right.
cleric made a joke. That's awesome.
The Philly joke of the week now becomes the Thomas joke of the
They
week,
could
right?
bow to you. Yeah. I'm just gonna let it go right over my head, like they don't have skin, and then just keep railing on you about how my joke was correct.
All right.
So, nod their head in reverence. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm
we
saying I'm scared. All right.
without
Hang their
knowing what
head
else
in.
is down here.
Near death has sombered me. Near death has sombered me. You clearly don't have a god strong enough to save me. My god doesn't even talk to me. He's an elf. I mean, I'm terrified. And Bex is gonna start walking out of the temple.
My only concern is, I mean, I think we can come back when we've rested again and take care of the two flame skulls that are down there because we know they're there now. We're not just going to open the door and instantly die.
You're a
But
flame
what is past that is the troubling part.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your god only gives you so many times that you're allowed to heal per day, right?
skull.
So you're limited like any other wizard type, right?
Yeah, the god can't make somebody all powerful and just give them all the spells that they, request. There has to be
Okay.
limits.
Okay, sure. So how
Sure.
do we get ourselves to the point where if you run out of your spells that your god allows you to have, we can still continue?
Well, we can continue on right now without any spells at all. It's just that I won't be able to really be too much assistance in anything we do.
Yeah, and we need you.
I can die again, though. I'm apparently really good at that.
Seasoned veteran of death.
I've
We didn't
died
go over
more
if his
times than you've
dream
lived.
changed again, by the way.
It's his dream. It's his world.
Yeah, he had a dream.
Hmm
I
Did it
just
change
picture
again?
I just picture like 6 years from now, like gnarled veteran Scar Thomas strolls into a bar with like 8 winches and goes, "I've died more times than you've lived. Let me tell you about the real Candle God." Puh. And just like lays it out the way it is. It'll happen. You wait.
So,
Got
but
my eye
seriously,
patch, too.
you're outside. Stop talking. We're having a discussion, the adults. Anyway, no, but seriously, what do we do if you run out of spells or you're incapacitated like that? Because we literally had to stop. We didn't have you anymore.
Oh, you mean yeah?
You died.
Mm-hmm. I died, but my God won't actually let me die, so that's okay.
Apparently.
The
Or your friends.
mhm.
I'd let you
Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much you guys can do, I guess, as far as bringing me back or bringing anybody back if I'm not there.
What about
I
those
think
potions? Do we still have potions?
No,
we
had
need to
one potion.
get some.
That was it.
Can we get potions?
Yeah, we can go buy some.
I wonder if there's a guy by the name of Snape in the nearby town. I hear that he's a great person to get potions from. I hear he's Snape the Potions Master is a perfect person to buy potions from.
I'm
I've
assuming
heard
that's a
that
Harry
he,
Potter reference, but I'm not sure.
I heard that he was permanently friend zoned.
Oh,
Typically, you could buy a healing potion from like your local, temple or church for I think 50 gold. I'm trying to actually
A
look
modest donation.
Yeah, 50 gold. Um, yeah, for a modest donation of roughly 50 gold. Um,
I'm sure that you can actually help us get or acquire cheaper means of
How good are
Oh.
these potions anyway?
they're going to typically heal about as well as one of my spells does that I just cast on myself.
Actually, better. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, that's not
So-
true.
What was the closest town that would have one of those temples that would sell those potions? Is it only Lumiere temples that sell them?
It should be any temple, pretty much.
Even temples of lesser renown or more infamy. Even the temple of Krong, the god of death. Well,
So are we
using
anywhere
that
near one of those
same
temples?
knowledge check, there's two options within about 3 days journey. There's into the Dwarven Mines and to a temple of Reva, goddess of war. That's all. There's one kind of like, I want to say, on the outskirts of the mines for traveling dwarves or
Well,
moving.
there's a good portion of that journey you're not going to be able to make with me because I'm not allowed to go under the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Neither is Bex. So you'd either have to do some smooth talking or disguising or lying or all kinds of things could potentially be done. And then if you go in the opposite direction and out into the nearest human settlement, there's a couple temples, Basush, the god of life, Lumiere, current active temples. That's why I didn't mention them earlier, because you're not going to go loot them for relics.
So we're what, 3 days out from a Lumiere temple?
Yep. In the yeah, wow. In the town of Elweird. Don't
So
laugh.
weird.
Correct.
Oh, weird.
And the Dwarven. Where is it? Um, oh yeah, the dwarven settlement that's near the surface is Darrow Residual. So those are your two most immediate choices.
I want to go to the Dwarven settlement, but I can't. I don't think they'll let Bex in either. He's got the tat.
Got the tat.
We gotta go the other way. I'm really sad. I'm gonna well up in tears. I'm gonna walk away and go walk after Bex since he walked outside.
You're welling up in tears at the
You can't. You're gonna have to perception check that.
Dwarves cry crystals. Our tears are the reason that stalagmites exist. That's science.
Cool.
Okay, so what's the decision? Before we... Yeah, we got 10 minutes for the first break, never mind. Still need the
Yeah.
decision, though.
I'll go outside also, I guess. Everybody else is going outside, so.
Yeah, I'm going outside then. Not staying in this stupid ass temple.
And... But where are you? You're packing up and headed off? Is that
Yeah, I guess so.
off on a
Sounds like we're going to hell weird.
quest for potions?
Yeah,
Side
and
quest
Brunel's
for
gonna
potions.
do it.
Side quest.
He's gonna shut the front door and he's gonna piss on it.
Okay. Is he talking to himself or to somebody?
No.
Okay.
So apparently this is something. He doesn't even say anything. He just slams the fucking front
Okay.
door and he pisses on it.
All right. So you guys pack up the wagons, get the horses going, and
Yeah.
head towards the city of Elweird, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'll just roll it. Okay. All right. You guys travel on. It's a few days' journey, mostly in the same direction you came from, but you're veering slightly north instead of just due east. Or due west, I mean. Sorry. I guess I go to a world map now. Why? Oh. Because this isn't the right screen. God dang it. World map, world map, world map. Boom. Alright, so... Yeah, you guys are basically going this way. Oh, sorry. That's not where it is. This way.
Right.
And, working your way slightly more inland. The terrain, you're coming back down out of the hills a little bit in the mountains, so it's a little more safe the last day or two. Less trouble for the carts and horses. And, as you near the town of Elweird, you start to see people traveling on the road. Quite a few merchants coming and going, etc. And you arrive the town of the town of Elweird is known to you, Thomas, because the temple to Lumiere here is one of the oldest ones in human territory that's still in regular use. And even though it's not a huge settlement or city, people still make routine pilgrimages here for Lumiere, and the temple to Pisuch is also quite renowned for its age and beauty. It's another almost ancient Catholic cathedral, 1400s style, 1200s maybe even. Big stone, massive temple. It's visible before really most of the rest of the town is as you're coming out of the mountains and into the foothills. The people here, there's a pretty good mix of dwarves and halflings. Vex. There's halflings here.
Sweet.
And humans. It's probably like 60% human and then 20-30% dwarven and a lot of halflings. Not much in the way of elves or half elves in this region. So Thomas and Tyrnell are slightly out of place for once.
Wait, but I'm not. In actuality, I'm not. I do have the commoners hiding. I can hide in common areas
Right.
and blend in very well, mind you.
And yeah.
So tuck your ears in your hair.
On the upside, role playing is pretty easy when halflings are involved. I
And-
summon Unseen Servant and I just harass them.
Nice.
Miscellaneous pranks.
So
So I am going to drive my cart directly up to the temple and say, Thomas, follow me. And march into the temple. And I have got a small bag of some of my coins that were divvied up and numbering 1,000. And I'm going to take them in and find some sort of preacher and say, this is a cleric of your same god from
hello,
the
brother.
town of Crystalgate.
I'm looking
and
around.
I want you to give us a deal on some of those healing spells you put in bottles.
Now, before he answers, I'm looking around. Is this church like? Does it have like golden statues and relics and all that other stuff laying around?
Oh yeah. It's actually got a couple of crystal charged you hear as you come through the grand hall, and the big, beautiful murals that are painted all over it, and gold leaf and everything, and there's a couple of or arpeggio crystals that you hear the hum of that are powering like the lights and like perpetual
So this is
bright
just
lights. Oh yeah, those arpeggio crystals alone probably cost thousands of gold.
right. So when she says that they should give it to us for a deal, I'm like, Lumiere knows you can afford it. I mean, Jesus, look at this. Lumiere, look at this.
Jesus. Bye.
right,
Random
so-
deity of another world.
Yeah. This is the small bag of gold.
Both of you make persuasion checks.
I'm there with them, but also
Okay.
So he can
But,
make an intimidation check.
I haven't said a word yet.
Next, do you dare step foot in the Candle God's holy temple?
Yeah, I mean, I've prayed to the Candle God a couple of times.
Right.
Do you want me to make an intimidation check or no?
I don't think it's unless you guys think it's
I
necessary.
rolled a 17. I think I did pretty good.
I'm not saying anything.
I do. That is actually one of the things I was thinking about. Why I hadn't spoken up. When I walk in, would I be an intimidating figure covered in the tattoos and clearly not a worshiper?
In blue.
Yeah. Like with the way my background and my class and stuff sort of resolve, would I just naturally be intimidating here? Or are they all as nice and comforting as Thomas?
Well,
I would say a lot of them are cocky.
yeah, there's a lot of factors going on. In fact, since Philly with her giant glowing great axe, so Doom walked directly up into his face and started demanding things and waving around big pouches of gold. That probably has a bigger. I mean, he notices the other two of you, but the thing he's focused on is that giant axe.
Oh, well,
So-
I can't. So that makes it Like, that's what I was thinking.
Size
But
matters.
the first one who gives me a smug look,
It's all about that axe.
I'm gonna intimidate him back.
You should
Okay.
just throw the snake on the floor.
There you go. You're in a
I'm
temple.
saving.
What
That's
better
our
place?
trump card. That's our
Slither
trump
on.
card, Thomas. Slither on. So that's the first one who
Okay.
gives me a smug look gets that in the face.
All right. He says, "Well, we have a few potions prepared, and he kind of looks at you, Tom. I can't remember. You don't really have like anything that necessarily denotes your rank, right? Other than your symbol on your shield,
Yeah, I don't.
which is on your back now.
I mean, I'm a cleric. I guess is kind of a rank in and of itself. But I don't know
The
of
fact that he's
anything
an
else
older
that would
human
really
too
tell him
would
anything.
probably
Yeah.
be in his favor.
And out of respect for our brother here, I'm sure we could come to an amenable price and still not hurt the church's coffers."
Oh, hurt the coffers.
And he's like, "If you wait here, well, how many would you like? I can have someone fetch them. We have, I'm not certain off the top of my head, but at least 15 or so in stock."
All.
And how much are you willing to part with? And how much are they?
They're all for, travelers and to help those in need who can afford to pay for the ingredients and the time it takes to make them.
How much are they?
Normally we sell them for 50 gold to just the average non-believer who wants to buy them. But considering the quantity that you're buying and also the fact that you look like you could use them, to be frank, Thomas has definitely got some scars starting to show. This and Beck's is blue. So he's like, "How about?" You see him doing the calculations, and he says, 30 gold per. That should be a fair price, I think.
30 gold per.
Actually, they have 17 when he comes back with all, or when someone brings all of them out. If you want to,
It's like 500 gold.
something like that, yeah. 510
Have a
or something like that.
calculator.